Yo, what's good? This is your boy Josh, aka Lil Sweepstakes up in the building. And we are back with a brand new video, and today we are going to be talking about Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Now, let me just say this right now. If you haven't seen the movie yet, turn away now because there's going to be some spoilers coming up. So obviously, I don't have my headphones on because, it's a review. I don't know why I need to have it on. I'm not reacting to anything. Anyways, yeah, so we gotta talk about this, y'all. A lot happened in this movie, I will say. First off, I gotta say, props to Marvel, props to Ryan Coogler. They delivered a phenomenal movie. It was a great way to pay tribute to Chadwick Boseman, who, as we all know, left us 2 years ago. And I gotta say, man, it was so beautiful. It was such a beautiful film. And, I watched it 2 days ago. So, I'm just letting y'all know that right now. So, obviously, Black Panther has got to be one of my favorite characters, and I wasn't sure how they were going to handle this, how they were going to handle T'Challa's death, how they were going to explain how he went down, and they explained it pretty well, I think. Truthfully, I wasn't sure about it at first, because I think maybe they could have recasted him, but then after watching the movie, I'm kind of glad that they explained it this way. I don't know. So the movie started off with Shuri trying to find a cure or something for T'Challa, because T'Challa had an illness, and it was too late by the time that she was trying to find one, that she almost had one. It failed. She couldn't get to T'Challa in time, and T'Challa had already died. And so, with that was the start of the movie. And then after that, they had a beautiful MCU intro tribute to Chadwick Boseman, which I'm glad that they used this intro. When I was watching this in theaters, bro, it was just dead silent. Not a single word. Nobody said anything. And I was like, wow. Because it holds some weight. Because, to this day, Chadwick Boseman passing, that still has an effect on me, because man, it was just really unfortunate what happened, because that was one of my guys. I really liked Black Panther. He was one of my favorite characters. And to see that he's been gone for 2 years, and to see how everything was playing out in this movie, it was crazy. Absolutely insane. And what they did after that, it was a time skip. They did another time jump, which I was not expecting them to have a year pass. So that kind of brings the question as to where in the timeline is Black Panther Wakanda Forever? Where does this take place? Does this take place in 2025? Does this take place a year after the blip? Or I don't know what's going on. But yeah, man, I guess what was originally supposed to happen was that in the original script that they made, before Chadwick died, apparently T'Challa was supposed to go through this process of what happened, that he lost 5 years of his life. And he's trying to figure out what's changed since then. I think that would have been an interesting story if Chadwick was, still alive and stuff like that. But man, what we got, I'm fine with what we got. I'm absolutely okay with what we got. It's a good send-off. It's a good goodbye. So, yeah. Pretty much what it is that Wakanda, everyone's trying to get some vibranium, trying to make some weapons and shit because, apparently the world wants to scrap for whatever reason instead of being peaceful. It's crazy. It's crazy. And oh man, we get this thing where it's like it's the introduction of Namor. The way that they introduced this man was absolutely crazy. It was super good. I really liked how they introduced Namor or Namor, in if you're if you want to say it that way. Yeah, man. And we'll get to Namor, we'll get to Namor more on in this video. But for right now, I want to talk about what was going on and how everything, unfolded. So I guess pretty much what it was is that, everyone was trying to grieve. Everyone, the queen was getting back to her business. She was, I guess, reinstated because they have no king. I guess I don't know what's going on. Well, I knew what was going on. It was just Wakanda was in shambles, man. It was in shambles. That's what I felt, but I feel like they grew stronger towards the end. And yeah, pretty much the plot of it was that I can't say Atlanteans because they didn't it wasn't in Atlantis, I guess, because Namor in the comics, he's supposed to be from there, I think. I don't know. I got to read up on that, but yeah, the Wakandans are looking for a scientist or something because I guess the scientists did some stuff that set off a whole chain of events, and yeah, pretty much, and that scientist was Riri Williams. The Wakandans were looking for Riri Williams. I'm gonna keep this short because I don't want to drag it out. By the way, that's why there's gonna be some shit that I'm gonna skip. So, and I'd like to apologize for that. I'm sorry, but yeah, they're looking for Riri Williams, and I gotta say, and people don't like Riri Williams. I don't know what it is. They said that her being in this movie was unnecessary. They said that her suit looked like a Power Ranger suit. Which is true. Yes, the suit looks like some Power Rangers type shit, but it's whatever. I honestly, I fucked with it. I liked the addition of Riri Williams. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all can fight me about that. Listen, she, Dominique, is that her? I think that's how you say her name. She absolutely killed it as Riri Williams. I ain't gonna lie. And she goes to MIT. And which I find interesting, and I read this morning, is apparently, she's there, Riri Williams is there, and also MJ, Ned, and Flash Thompson. They're all at MIT in the same time. So that's interesting to know, I guess. So I don't know if they're going to do anything about that. Probably not, but that's a little bit of cool info to know. So Shuri and Okoye, they go to MIT to try to find Riri. And yo, this was absolutely great. It was good to see some humor coming out of these characters like Okoye, Shuri, all that stuff. I really liked that. It was great. Oh my god, Okoye was taking hits left and right, man. She was taking hits left and right. She was called a bald-headed demon. She said she got ass on her forehead. She was taking hits left and right, man. You gotta feel bad for her. And yeah. But yeah, man, they get chased down by the FBI or something like that, and this is the introduction to Ironheart. This is where we first see Ironheart's prototype suit, and I'm sure they're gonna show this more in the Ironheart series, because I don't know when. I'm betting, because from what the set photos I've seen, I'm betting that Ironheart takes place before Wakanda Forever, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll have to wait and see when that comes out next year, if it does come out next year. Yeah, it was pretty cool seeing the first suit, which I honestly think that it looks better than the second suit. Oh boy, listen, I'm not. I will give a lot of shit to Marvel for overproducing because I don't know. I mean, I will say the CGI in this movie was great. It was just the Ironheart suit specifically that had problems. But I'm sure they'll fix that at some point later on down the road. Um, yeah. Then okay, where was I? They were in a chase. They were getting chased by the feds, and then in comes Namor's group, bro. Like, yo, Namor wasn't there, but my God. Oh, I forgot to. Oh shoot. I forgot to. I got to backpedal a little bit. So I guess Queen Ramonda and Shuri were like having this little thing. They went to go burn their mourning clothes or whatever. And then Namor pops out, and bro, my God, that is the best introduction to Namor, for real. Cause like, yo, Namor was a whole menace in this film. I gotta be real. I gotta be completely real. But yeah, okay, I forgot to mention that. I forgot to mention that. So yeah, Shuri and Riri get taken out, and Okoye is by herself, and she has to handle this shit alone. And yo. Okoye was handling it, bruh. She got hands. She got hands, man. Like, yo. Just absolutely smashed it out the park. Phenomenal job, man. I really enjoyed it. And then she gets taken out. Okoye gets taken out. And then Riri and Shuri get kidnapped. And so let's just say that throughout this whole movie, well, part of the movie, it's like a whole Mario type thing. You gotta save the princess, you know? And so, yeah. And we can't forget Everett Ross. He was in there too. He had a part to play, but it wasn't really that big, I don't think. And I thought he would have had a bigger part, but I don't know. I mean, I don't know. He shows up like a day later, at the scene where it all happened, and in comes Valentina. Now, for those who don't know, if you don't remember who this is, she popped up. Her first appearance was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but technically it would be Black Widow, because Black Widow was supposed to come out before Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The whole thing got screwed up, man. The pandemic really fucked everything up. Anyways, she shows up, and I think this is supposed to. There's going to be because from a standpoint, I was like, what is she doing here? What kind of role does she have in this film? What is she supposed to do? And I guess that at some point there's going to be like. Because the Thunderbolts is coming. And from what I can assume is that they might put Namor in that group. I don't know. But that's what I'm predicting here. I don't know. But she was there. And it caught me off guard. I didn't expect to see her there. Because like, oh man. Because I was looking toward, like, to the homie Thunderstrike. I guess I could call him Omega Warrior. I don't really know what to call him. I was looking at my left towards him, and I was like, "Yo, what is she doing here? Why is she here?" It was interesting. It was a very interesting surprise. So pretty much after that, Shuri and Riri wake up. Namor wants to see Shuri, and then after that, we get a beautiful montage of the city, bro. The Talokan, I think that's what it's called. I gotta look back. I'm stupid. Listen, look. I am tired. All right. I am tired. I've been up all night, and I don't know. It was such a beautiful scene. The music was great. Okay, let me talk about the music real quick. The music that they made for this film was absolutely incredible. It was absolutely incredible. Stormzy, Burna Boy, hold on, is it C.K? Is that what his name was? Hold on, let me let me figure this out real quick. Oh shoot, Yeah, it was CK and Pink Panthers. Um, yeah, they absolutely smashed it. Rihanna smashed it too. My dad said that he don't like that song. he don't. He, I don't got a problem with it, but yeah, man. It was great. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful like song to me. I don't know. Like it was a good tribute to Chadwick. Like I said. Um. Yeah. They they are in the city, and it was a beautiful city too. Cause like yo, like I said, I don't know what it is with Marvel fucking up the other projects somehow with their CGI. But when it came to Black Panther, they made it really good. I don't know. I have no problem with it, but like, yo, where was this energy for the other projects? Why does She-Hulk look like she would be from Shrek? Why does the boy that was talking to Thor and Thor Love and Thunder, why did that look weird? And they fucked it up even more in the Disney Plus release. I don't know. Listen, these are my criticisms, alright? For Marvel Studios as a whole right now, you gotta like step your game up, man. And which I hope they will next year. It wasn't good for Phase 4, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Alright, let's see, where was I at? Okay, yeah. Yeah, they're in the city, and then meanwhile Okoye goes back to Wakanda, and the Queen strips Okoye of her title of being the leader of the Dora Milaje. And I was like, wow. And she brought up some valid good points too, because the Queen had mentioned that that Okoye aligned herself with Killmonger when he was king, and all this other stuff. I was like, yo, she's got a good point. There was some valid reasons, but I still felt bad for Okoye, man, because like, yo, she carries the Dora Milaje, and to see that she got stripped of that, where there ain't gonna be no one like her. There's gonna be no one like her. I don't know, but like, man, I think the Dora Milaje is still gonna be a top tier group, though. Because, like, yo, every scene that they're in, they absolutely kill it. I'm not going to lie. Like, the first Black Panther movie. Great. The Avengers, Infinity War. They, absolutely incredible. And then the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, they carried the scenes that they were in. They weren't in it for long, but it was still good. It was still such a good fight scene going up against John Walker's Captain America, man. It was great. It was great. Anyways, yeah. She got stripped. We go back. We'll go back to the stuff with Namor and Shuri, and Namor was explaining his origins, and we get it. We finally get it. Namor is officially introduced as a mutant in this film. And it's confirmed this is the first official mutant in the MCU. Which is going to... I know that they did that for Miss Marvel, but... I don't know. It was just weird. Why did they make her a mutant, bro? But this is the first official introduction to the mutants. In my eyes. The first official introduction. Oh, man. And so after that, pretty much, is that Namor was asking to join forces with Shuri, have Wakanda and Namor's people be in an alliance together. And Shuri refuses pretty much. And meanwhile, with Queen Ramonda, she goes to Haiti. And which I was surprised that Haiti was even in this, is mentioned. Because like, yo, shout out to Haiti, bro. They've been through a lot of shit over the past few years, man. That earthquake, that was a big one. And so, okay, so I'm going to say this now so that way I don't forget. No, you know what? I'm going to save it for the end. Because we're going to talk about this along with the post-credit scene. So, the Queen goes and she finds Nakia. Now, Nakia, from what I know, has been away from Wakanda for 6 years. And that begs the question. Because if she's been away for 6 years, does that mean that she left after the blip had happened? Or something else? I don't know. The timeline right now is confusing. They need to figure out where everything is. Because even I don't know. I really don't know where everything is right now. Yeah, man. Nakia's been away, and she felt as if she didn't have to go to the ceremony for T'Challa's funeral, and all that. Man, it was crazy, bro. It's still. I still can't believe that T'Challa is gone. I still can't believe Chadwick is gone. You know, it still hurts, but like it doesn't hurt as much. 'Cause I'm sure that we can celebrate his life through these films and through these, memories. So it was, yeah. Okay, let me continue on. So the Queen asked Nakia for help, trying to save Shuri, trying to save. Well, they don't know about the scientist yet. Well, they don't know about Riri yet. And so Nakia goes to Mexico, tries to find the place where they're being held, finds it, gets them out of there. Blah blah blah. We know where this is going. So they do it. They're free, and the Queen and Shuri are reunited. And Namor is pissed. And so after that, Namor and his crew, they go to Wakanda, and they just wreck shit. Those water bombs, bro, oh my god, they were loud. And it was just out of nowhere, too. And, because beforehand, everybody was, trying to, they were, minding their own business and stuff like that. And then Wakanda gets invaded by Namor's people. And my god, was Namor such a menace in this scene, bruh. They try to fight him off, and bro just goes straight to the Queen's, the throne thing or whatever, and they just blow that shit up. They sink it. They just, flood that shit. And Queen Ramonda and Riri Williams, they almost drown. Well, the Queen did drown. We'll get to that in a second. She makes the ultimate sacrifice to save Riri Williams. And my god, they come in. Shuri, Okoye, Nakia come in, try to save the Queen, try to save Riri. Riri gets saved, but the Queen does not make it. And while there was an attempt to revive the Queen, Namor just makes a whole evil ass monologue. Just makes a whole monologue. Tells Shuri that she's the Queen now. Damn. Yo, that's crazy. The coldest line in this film, bruh. That's absolutely crazy. And so they have a funeral for the Queen too, because now she's dead. And next we get a thing where they try to figure out how to stop Namor. And this is where we finally see it. Shuri finally getting the powers of the Black Panther. They make a new herb, and we get that shit. And they go to Shuri. How you drink the thing, you go to the stream place. Shuri goes to the thing. It was the place where the Queen died. It was unlike the other ones that we've seen before, because T'Challa, when he took it, he was in the like a desert, like a forest or whatever, desert thing. I don't know. It was a grassy plain. And so instead of seeing her mother, Shuri sees the boy Killmonger. And yo, I was not expecting Killmonger to show up in this film, bruh. Absolutely. And I'm surprised because my theater didn't have this. My theater, it was shocked. They were shocked. They didn't like. I didn't hear any female fans screaming nothing, bro. Because like Michael B. Jordan, bro. Because like yo, everyone likes that man. Okay, but yeah, man. Yo, Killmonger, bro. I'm glad that he didn't change. He's still the same as he was before, and it was really interesting to see that she saw Killmonger instead of the Queen or her mother. You know, I was like, yo, that's wild, bro. That was absolutely wild. Yeah, man. Shout out to Michael B. Jordan, bro. He absolutely killed it in the time that he had in this film. Cause he was wasting no time. He was on demon time. He was still on demon time. Oh man. Cause he was saying all these things about Shuri's family, which were true in a way. That King T'Chaka was a hypocrite. That the Queen would have, tried to solve this a different way instead of taking care of business. And so I guess Killmonger had some influence on Shuri because when the final battle happened, bro, Shuri was not gonna take that shit, bro. She was not gonna take that shit lightly, bro. Like, man. And so we see it, the process of Shuri getting her suit. And let me just tell you, that suit is absolutely incredible. Every Black Panther suit that they've made so far, absolutely incredible. And so, like, Shuri comes down from the heavens and goes to M'Baku's place, and just those words, the Black Panther lives, that gave me goosebumps, man, absolute goosebumps. Like, y'all have no idea, like, how hyped I was when I saw that, bruh. Like, how all of us were. Me and my friends, we saw it. It was crazy. It was absolutely wild. And so, yeah, it was, oh, man. This movie was absolutely gorgeous, man. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. So, they have the final battle. And it was crazy, bro. Like, the Wakandans versus the Namorans. I'm gonna call them Namorans, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I have a name. I think there's a name for these people. I don't know. I can't call them Atlanteans, like I said before, because Atlantis doesn't, like, it's not in the MCU yet, or at all. So yeah, it's them, Namor versus Shuri, and it was a great battle, great final battle. Shuri gets stabbed, but she bounces back because the suit, obviously, it helps, and she just burns the back of Namor because Namor's weakness is too much sun, and he dries out instantly. Well, it's heat, not the sun. It's heat. So yeah, man, they fight. It's done, and yeah, it ends. Shuri spares Namor, which was kind of obvious. I kind of figured that would be the case. And so they go back to their lives. And Namor, bro, after the fight, Namor painted a whole thing after he got his ass whooped. Like a panther or something. He got his ass whooped. And so, I guess, and there was supposed to be like a ceremony thing for the Black Panther. Shuri was supposed to be there, but no, she didn't go. Instead, it was M'Baku that shows up. And let me tell you, M'Baku was the best part of this film. He carried every scene that he was in. He was hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. Like I said, calling Okoye a bald-headed demon, I was like, wow, are you serious right now? And like I said, he did a phenomenal job. It was great. It was great. And so the movie ends with Shuri going to Haiti to see Nakia and burning her mourning clothes. And the movie ends with Shuri, having memories of T'Challa and the Queen. I don't think it was the Queen, but it was just mainly T'Challa from what I saw. Some flashbacks of the first film, And it was emotional. It was pretty emotional. It was pretty sad. This film was probably the saddest, yet it was so good. And yeah, the movie ends, the credits roll, and everyone was applauding. Everyone was clapping. It was great. And I'm just getting goosebumps thinking about it right now. Yeah, man. And then the post credit scene happens, which is the only one, by the way. The post credit scene happens, and Nakia brings out this kid, and I was like, wait a minute, are they gonna introduce his son? Is this T'Challa's son? And it is. It is T'Challa's son, and his name is Toussaint. I think that's how you say it. I can't pronounce shit well. But yeah, that's his Haitian name, but his real name is T'Challa, Prince T'Challa, the son of King T'Challa. And this is where we see that the name of T'Challa lives on. Even after Chadwick Boseman's passing, bro. And the kid looks exactly like him, too. That really struck something in me, bro. It's like, wow, he looks exactly like him. Great castings. Great casting. And so, that leaves us with a question. Is Prince T'Challa going to take the mantle in the future? Or something? Or is sure you're going to stay the Black Panther for now? But who knows? They'll probably do another time jump. I'm going to be real. And so, and here's the crazy thing about this. We saw Prince T'Challa earlier in the film. But like, so if you remember, the Queen was in Haiti. And there were these kids that ran up to her, to greet her and all that stuff. And there was a boy. And that was Prince T'Challa. He just didn't have a name. We didn't know who he was until the post-credit scene. Which this is a crazy detail that you guys are probably gonna miss, so you might want to go back and see it. But yeah, it was such a beautiful film. So I know I ranked the Phase 4 as a whole, but okay, now I can completely rank it. I'm going to give Black Panther Wakanda Forever an 8 out of 10. In terms of, is it better than the first movie? No, it's not better than the first movie, but it is still really good. Like, the first movie, it's up here. The second movie is just a little below that. Like, one level below. It's still really good. It's probably one of the best movies of this year. The music was great. The scenery was great. Everything was great about it. And as for what happens next, I don't know. It'll be a while before we see Wakanda again. We might see it in the Avengers event, which is probably 3 years from now. 4, if you want to count Secret Wars. But yeah, we got some good stuff coming. So, I guess the next thing to look forward to, and the Christmas special of the Guardians of the Galaxy does not count. The next thing to look forward to is Ant-Man Quantumania, which is in February. And this is where we kick off the introduction of Kang. And I can't wait to see what they do with that. But we'll talk about that another day. I'm going to end the video here. I know I said I was going to make this short, but it's damn near 35 minutes. So, like I said, 8 out of 10 from me. And yeah, man, what a film. I'm so glad that they did this. Shout out to Ryan Coogler, bro. He was the director of this film. Phenomenal job. I'm so glad that we got to say goodbye to Chadwick Boseman in a way. They paid tribute to him and stuff. It was really great. I'm so glad, man. I'm so glad that they did this, because like everything was so sudden when Chadwick passed, and we never really got to say goodbye to him. But yeah, man, we got to say goodbye to him through this film. At least I think. And yeah, shout out to Marvel for this. They absolutely killed it. Okay, I'm going to end the video right here. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did, leave a thumbs up because it helps your boy out. Oh, that kind of hurt. If you, usually I do it, but without a necklace. You know, the whole thing kind of hurt. Anyways, make sure you guys follow the socials in the description below. And we will see you guys in the next one. All right, I'm out of here. Peace.